Hello, let's do the New York Times games for Sunday, October 26th. I have a lot of S words in here. They're all in a row. I don't really see them really being related other than starting with S. I see string, brass, wind, and percussion as types of instruments, categories of instruments. Will there be another one? I don't see another one. That's too easy to be purple, so I'm not going to submit it just yet. You have a spelling bee, a talent show, popularity contest, a beauty pageant. So these are types of contests. So that's another possible category. That one seems a little bluish to me. What's kitchenette going with? Kitchenette. Obviously it's a small kitchen, but what else would that go with? Are we taking parts of the words? Usually when they have these long words in here and there's not an obvious category, you're taking part of it, usually. Like what's kitchenette going with? What's butterfly going with? Wait, if you float like a butterfly and you sting like a bee. That's the saying from Muhammad Ali, you float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. So is the contest category wrong? Or is it just bee not going in there? Okay, now I'm a little unsure. Because what else would float go with? Alright, I don't know which one to submit or which one is which. I'm thinking that this one is the more likely one. The float like a butterfly, sting like a bee one. But I just can't be sure about that right now. Let's figure something else out. Like what's starring going with? You could be starring like this movie's starring XYZ's celebrity. Like a starring role. If you're starring in something, you're the talent. Maybe you're the beauty. That doesn't seem to quite fit though. Or you're staring. Is it starring or staring? Are those homographs? Words that are spelled the same but sound different? Staring and starring. Starling. Maybe starling, you're the talent, you're the beauty. Starling. Is that like another term for like an actress or something? Starling. And what's doggy going with? You'd have doggy bag, but didn't we just have that a few days ago? And I don't see other bags anyway. And what's droplet going with? Droplet. Alright, I don't know if I'm going to figure out purple here. Unless one of these is purple. Unless one of the other categories I already saw was purple, which I doubt. It didn't seem very purpley. Alright, I'm going to do sting, float, bee, and butterfly. The float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. And hopefully that's a category. Alright, words in a famous Muhammad Ali quote. We also had string, wind, brass, and percussion as types of instruments. Kinds of instruments, okay. I mean, beauty, starring, talent, starling. Starring is... These are nouns, really. I think these are being used as nouns. But I don't see another one that would go with this. Oh, it's a staring contest. A staring contest. It is staring, not starring. Okay, so it is the contest thing. Got it. Kinds of contests. And then starling, doggy, droplet, and kitchenette. I have no idea what's going on here. Are we taking parts of the word? Star, dog, drop, kitchen, or just kitsch? Net? Let? I don't know. Let's find out. Words with diminutive... What? Words with diminutive suffixes. Diminutive suffixes. What's a diminutive suffix? A diminutive suffix is a word ending that is added to a root word to indicate smallness, affection, or sometimes contempt. Okay, these are suffixes that are added to make these things smaller. So if you change dog to doggy, it generally means a smaller dog. And droplet is a small drop. Kitchenette is a small kitchen. Starling is a small star. Got it. I never in a billion years would have put that together. I'm glad I moved past trying to get purple first there. Because, yeah, I wasn't getting that. Ooh, that is our 300th perfect game. Nice. Didn't get another purple first, but that's okay. So I get a perfect game a little over 60% of the time. I wonder what the average is. I wish you could see numbers like that. Okay, let's see what they give it. 2.5. Okay, that seems about right. Let's see what the bot says. Okay, 2 out of 5, 70% solve rate. Winning is, or no mistakes is the biggest category, although not by much over losing. 95 skill. 1 in 14, that is not unique at all. Not even close. Alright, kinds of instruments. I saw that one first. This one, it took me a while to see. The only reason I submitted this first is because I was trying to find purple. And eventually I gave up on it, but I thought this one had a chance of being purple. There was no way in heck this was being purple. This one was an extreme outside shot. But yeah, the big majority is getting yellow first before the other ones. Huge drop down to green, and then a big drop down to blue and purple there. Let's check ever. Alright, pretty much everybody getting yellow. And then blue overtakes it forever. Overtakes green forever. And then green and purple are about tied. Yeah, you either know this quote or you don't. This green is very, very specific. I mean, it's a famous saying, but if you don't know it, why would you put those 4 words together, right? I mean, you could put sting and bee together, but float and butterfly? Alright, let's see. Losing games, yellow, blue, nothing, blue, yellow, blue. So it takes until you get over here to see anything besides blue and yellow. Regular and board are the biggest winning game. No purple first in here at all. Nobody's getting purple first. Alright, pageant categories. I was going to put B in there. Not as a pageant category, but just as a contest. How many people did that? I'm surprised it's not higher because that's the one I saw. I thought that was pretty obvious. Starling, bee, float, butterfly? I don't understand this one at all. Is there some other thing? I mean, this is Boxer motto. It's going. The AI thinks it's trying to do. The people are trying to do the Muhammad Ali quote. But if you know the quote, you're not going to put Starling in there. So are people trying to go for something else? Is there some other trick in here that I'm not aware of? Canine show grades. Oh, just a doggy. Not pageants. Doggy. A dog. What do they call those? I don't remember. Animal names. That doesn't seem to quite fit either. Starling? Yeah, a lot of mistakes with Starling that don't make a lot of sense to me. Letter drop ladder. What? So people just putting the 4 S words together? The ST words? There's something I'm not seeing. I mean, they all end in ing too, so, but I don't know. I never would have tried that. They're not going to make a category like that. I'm surprised it's a rainbow herring. Okay, here's the one with B in it. Beauty, pageant, bee, spelling bee, talent show, and popularity contest. That's the one I was thinking of. I'm surprised only 6% of people tried it. All right, well, these are some interesting mistakes. A lot of stuff I would never have thought to even try. I'm a little confused by some of these. But I didn't do them, so it doesn't matter, does it? Okay, on to the mini. All right, rubber ducky's habitat. A bath. Coin in canes. Or cons. I always forget how that's pronounced. The euro, maybe? Isn't that in France? They use the euro. Go grr. Growl? The other thing I wanted to say, I'm not sure what they want there. Street sign in a school zone. Slow. Vibes in Gen Z speak. Auras. That's always a tough word for me to pronounce. Auras. Social media menace. Menace. A troll? Oh yeah? Explain that to me. How so? Like a phone battery under 20% low. Alright, 40 seconds. The last few days have been kind of good. Kind of good. Hopefully it continues. Did I get everything? Bath, euro. Yes, growl. Also, the other thing I wanted to say also. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I think I got everything else. Oh no, I didn't get this one. Plead. Beg. I just kind of skipped over that one. Oh, because I got these 3 right away, so I didn't even need to do it. I realized yesterday after I was watching my mini recording back that there was like 3 clues that I just skipped over. Because I didn't even at the end, I didn't even bother to look at them. I just kind of skipped over them. Because I just got them right away from getting the acrosses. There was 3 downs I never even bothered to look at. I try not to do that, but I just totally spaced on it. Okay, on the pips. Okay, 17, that's a big number. Okay, probably need 2, 6, something, something. Well, this is going to be double, so this is going to be 5, 5, or 6, 6. This is greater than 7. How are we doing this? Let's see, if we went 6, 6, we'd need a 5 in here, so we could just do this. And then this, and then this? No, because this needs to be greater than 7. So that doesn't work, actually. What if we did this? No, that doesn't work. What are we doing here? Am I missing something? Let's see, 17 we'd need 5 and a 6 up. No, we'd have to do this. Can we still do this? We can't. Actually, we could go 6, 5. No, because then this would have to be greater than 7. What are we doing here? Maybe this goes like this. No, that can't be. How are we doing this? This has to be the double, right? And this has to be 17. How are we doing 17? 6 plus 5 is 11, plus 2 is 13. I'm missing something here. How are we getting to 7 up here? Or greater than 7. This still needs to equal 11 down here, which is another 6, 5. So this has to be 6, 6, 5, right? How are we doing that? I feel like it has to go like this. Oh, and then 5, 2. Man, that was brutal. Oh, that was really only almost 2 minutes. That might be my worst easy ever. That might be my worst easy ever. That was bad. That was really bad. I don't know why that took me so long to figure out. Alright, on to medium. Hopefully this one's better. Oof, looks rough. It looks rough. Okay. How many zeros do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. We need 2 of them right here. Okay, that's easy enough. Do we have a 1, 0 to go across here? We don't. So this can't be 1, 0. The 1's going to have to go up. Alright, I'm just going to go like this. I know this doesn't go here. I just want to see how these dominoes are going to work. So this goes up, this goes down. We're going to need a down, and this one has to go up because we don't have a 0, 1. Okay, so this domino is going to have to be something 0, and then we're going to need a 0, 2 here. Alright, so this one is forced right here. That's good to know. 22. This could be 6, 6, 5, or 2 6s and 2 5s. In fact, it has to be because we only have 2 6s. That's good to know. Alright, that means this is going to have to be 5, 5 over here. So we could do just something like 6, 5 right here. And then maybe we could just do 5, 5 up. I mean, that works. What do we have 4 of that we can put in this equals? We have, how many 2s do we have? We have 1, 2. We have 2 2s. Well, we have a third 2, but it has to go there. Okay. How many 1s do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this could be the 1s. If this is 4 1s, the other one would have to go here. We can do that. How many 3s do we have? We have 1, 3. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 4s. So this could be the 4s as well. In fact, we could just stick this 6, 4 right here. And the 1s could go over here. This could be 3, 1. No, we can't do a 3, 1 like that. Maybe we could do this. Could we do 1, 1 like this? Do we have a 3, 4? We have a 3, 1. Alright, so I'm thinking actually that maybe... Wait up. I don't think this 5, 5 works like this, so how are we fitting 2 dominoes in here? We'd have to fit... Yeah, this 5, 5 doesn't work going up. Okay. It's good to know. So I don't think this works going like this either. So maybe we do 5, 5 like this. And then this would have to be a 6, 4. Pointing up. Do we have a 2, 5? Or a 3, 5? We don't. But do we have a 5, 1? We don't. We have a 5, 0. Maybe this will be zeros over here. We could just throw this double 0 up here. But then what are we putting this 3 in? That doesn't work. We could go 3, 1 like this. Put the 3's over here, or the 1's over here. Maybe we could do 6, 5 like this. This would have to be 1, 1. This would be 1, 2 maybe? Or the 1, 4, possibly. Okay, this would have to be the other 6. 6, 4. This seems like it could be almost anything, so I'm just going to skip that and move on. We have the 0, 4 we could put up here. We can't do this. We could put the 1, 2 up here. And then the 1, 4 over here, because we already have a 4 right here. And then we could just do 2, 4, and then 5, 4, pointing down. That works. All right, 341 on a medium, but that one took a lot of thinking to do. Right, Zoe? Took a lot of thinking. She's up here trying to get into the treats in my drawer. I keep treats in my drawer to bribe them to come pay attention to me. And it works, especially with Zoe. I guess focusing on how this needs to be laid out, putting the 5, 5 here breaks this just from a layout perspective, not even from the numbers. Just because you can't fit dominoes in here if you had the 5, 5 up like this. You had to have one pointing over just to make these work, just from a fit perspective. So I should have realized that a little earlier. And then I wasn't sure about the 0s, the 4s, or the 1s going in here. So it took some trial and error. All right, on to hard. Okay, this is smaller than the medium, so maybe it'll go faster. We'll see. This has to be a 0, 1 in here. So we could go like 1, 1. That makes a lot of sense. Or we could do 3, 1, 5, 1. How are we getting to 5 in here? We could do 3 1s and a 2. We have an equals domino, so we could just put 4, 4 here. That's possible. What's going up here in this 3 equals? Probably not the 1s, because we need a lot. We're going to need a lot of 1s in here, most likely. We have 3 4s. We have 4 4s actually. So maybe the 4s just go up here. Do we have a 4 0? We do. So we could put this 4 0 here like this and then just stick this 4 4 right there. That works. We could go 0 2 here. This would have to equal 3. Do we have that? Maybe we go 3 1. And then maybe 1 1 down. We could stick this 1 3 over here like this. This would have to be 5 3. This doesn't work. If this was a 2 2, this would work. But it's not, so it doesn't. Alright. Is there another way to make this work? What if we did... Alright, let's start over. I don't like how I played that. Let's start over. I'm still thinking the 4s are going up here. And I really like this 4 0 down into this spot. Or though, it could go over here too. What do you think, Zoe? Maybe the 1 5 goes over here. Although I kind of like the 2 5s going here too. What if we did 5 3 like this and then 5 1? Do we have a 4 2? We do have a 4 2. Ooh, so maybe that works. And then we can still put the 4 4 up here. And how are we doing 5 in here? We could do 1 3. So that's 4. We would need 1 more in here. And that doesn't quite work, does it? What if we did 0 2? We would need 3 more. No, that doesn't work either. I was really hoping this would be easier than the medium. Maybe the 2s go over in the equals one. Maybe we do this. like this. And then we could do 1, 3 down. 1, 1. No, that doesn't work. We need this to equal 3. Maybe the 1, 1 goes here. Let's try that. And then we could do 1, 1, 3 maybe. This would have to be a 2, 2. We don't have a 2, 2. We could do this. We have a 0, 2, so we could do this. No, because how are we getting this to equal 5? That doesn't work. Oh man, this one's tough. I'm not seeing it. It's not even that big. Okay. Maybe this is a 0 something. Maybe we go like 0, 4. And then 1, 1. And then we could do a 4, 4, 4, 2 down. It's possible. And we could still do the 5s here. This would have to equal 2, which we have a 0, 2. But we don't have enough for this here. What if we did this? We would need a 4, 0. That doesn't work. What if we did like 5, 1 up and then 5, 3 over? And then 3, 1 down? Or 1, 3 down? Oh, I think this might work. Yeah, that equals 5. And then this will equal 3. Oh, man. Okay. I thought that was going to be faster just because it wasn't very big, but it was tricky. It was very tricky. Trying to figure out how these 4s went in here. And I thought maybe there'd be a 0 in here somewhere. I thought one of the 0s would at least go up here. And I kept trying to put a 1 something in this spot where this domino is instead of a 0 something. And then I wanted to put the 0, 4 up. That's where I really wanted this domino to go here because I figured this was 4s up here. And then, so the 0, 4 and the double 4 made a lot of sense. But that's just not how it worked. And then the 5s I was fairly certain of after a while, but it just took me a while to figure out how they went in here. I kept trying to put them both horizontal, whereas only one was horizontal, the other one went vertical up in here. So yeah, pretty tricky. All of them were bad today. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't call the hard bad. I would call the easy bad. And then the medium was gigantic. So that one I don't even feel was that bad. I think the easy was the only really bad one, performance-wise. The other two are just tricky, difficult. I need to just put the cookies out of my head because I was so focused on those times when we first started playing this game. 20 seconds for easy, 40 seconds for medium, 60 seconds for hard. But they've obviously like just blown that entire concept out of the water. Like every day the medium is taking like 2 or 3 minutes and the hard is taking 5 to 10 minutes every day almost, it seems. So I just got to move past it. Remind me tomorrow to move past it. Alright, if you're enjoying the videos, please leave a like and subscribe and let me know how you did on all the puzzles today.